as I'm leaving, walking down the stairs, literally have my back turned to her. She pulled my hair, bro. She pulled my hair, and like I'm over here like on the floor like with my hair being pulled, you know. Yeah. And obviously I couldn't even see her, like I couldn't even fight back because
yo guys, Julian and Barboza back with another podcast, and today we finally have our 3 mics set up and introducing the new guest. We have
I'm Jenna.
Jenna's part of the squad now.
What's up guys? JR here.
If y'all don't know who Jenna is, that's why you're watching this.
Now you do.
She's gonna be part of our squad. Y'all might see her in some more videos, some TikToks. But yeah, y'all are gonna get to know Jenna. What should people know about you right off the bat?
Yeah, I'm from New Mexico. I'm 19 years old. I'm an influencer.
What should we know about New Mexico?
Like, what is there really to know, honestly? Well, they filmed Breaking Bad there. That's all we're known for, and like the bad drugs, crackheads
in the desert.
Yeah.
Bet. So I actually met Jenna through JR. So how did you guys two meet? Because the story kind of goes from JR, Jenna, and then JR introduced me to Jenna.
I feel like we just like met through like mutual connections. He followed me on Instagram and stuff, and we just started talking, like texting and stuff. And then like, he called me one night, and it was so random. And like we had been talking for like a week or maybe like a month or something. We had known each other for a little bit.
Wait, so y'all had like talked a while ago? Like y'all DM'd a while ago?
Yeah,
or?
like just like texting and stuff.
Yeah, that's what Jared's really good at, keeping up with everybody.
Yeah, and then like we talked on the phone one night, and he was like, come to Texas, and I was like, I'm down. And then I pulled up that night, and that's how we like.
No, she literally pulled up that night. She was like, yeah, I was gonna go to Mexico.
I was gonna go to Mexico,
and she was like, but I could go to Texas. I was like,
I was down.
Well, you know, hey.
And at that moment, you knew Jenna was a real one because she pulled up at that.
I know. I was like, damn, bro.
He said, are you
she
for
said
real?
the next day. I was like, it's quick.
And I was there. Yep.
Bet. So what was your first impression of Texas? Actually, better question. What was your first impression of JR when you met him in person?
This fool, I swear to God, bro, I was waiting for him at his house, and like he was, I'll be there in 5 minutes. A fucking hour later.
Nah. I was busy, you know what I'm saying? I had to go get my stuff
bro,
done.
you knew I was coming.
No. What did I
crazy.
do? Oh, I had to go drop off Mark.
Homies.
Yeah, the homies.
But no, he was cool, like very welcoming, very respectful, like I felt comfortable, and he was like, you know, nice enough to let us stay with him, so that was cool. Shout out to JR.
Bet. So next question, how do you feel about Texas?
I love it. It's really cool. There's a lot of people here. I've been coming to Texas for like since I was little, honestly, like, you know what I mean? Like this isn't the first time that I've experienced Texas, but I like it. The people are super nice. The weather's nice. It's a little humid. I'm not used to that shit. I'm from New Mexico, so like it's super dry there, and that's one thing. It's very humid here, but I fuck with it. I like it.
Bet. So let's brush up on the influencer. You said you're an influencer, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us your journey? I feel like everybody got a little story. Like some people, they was locked up in quarantine and that's how they started. How'd you start?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just like everyone else, you know, I would just post on social media.
But like, how old were you when you started?
Like 12.
12.
I was little. I was really young. Yeah, I would do Musically.
For real?
Yeah, and then like I got crowned on Musically. And, like,
what were you doing on there? Like belly dances?
Crowned is verified, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like so when it was Musically, that's kind of what it was like. Yeah, I would just post like lip syncing videos, slow motion videos. This is where I kind of like blew up a little bit, and just like relatable content. Yeah, dancing, belly dancing, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I started. Definitely Musically, and then it just kind of like grew my other socials, and then I started growing on Instagram and stuff.
And how were you? What was your reaction whenever Musically turned to TikTok?
Honestly, at first, I remember everybody was like freaking out about it, and I was like kind of just not knowing what to expect. But honestly, I think it was way better because as soon as it turned to TikTok, the app started growing because Musically was like really dying off. You could see like a lot of like the users were leaving, and like it just wasn't as interesting. And then I feel like it changing to TikTok, it changed the whole platform. Like everybody started posting a little bit of everything. I feel like Musically was just like lip syncing videos.
The same stuff.
Yeah, the same thing.
Everybody doing the same stuff. That makes sense.
And like TikTok kind of like expanded, you know? Obviously now it's like one of the biggest platforms, but
it is the biggest platform.
Yeah.
So now you're here. You got how much on TikTok? 1 million?
My TikTok just got deleted. My main TikTok, I was verified. I had just hit 1 million and TikTok banned me. So it's gone.
With no reason, right? Just out of nowhere, out of the blue.
It was very random, but honestly, it was my bad.
You think you'll get it back? I think you will.
I don't know, dude.
If
Did you do an appeal?
Banned.
I did get an appeal, and they told me that they couldn't do anything.
Wait,
We're gonna run you up to 1 million again, Jenna.
Yeah, we're starting all over, but it's okay.
So actually, you low key in the same position as some other people because you kind of have to start over. You got to build your stuff up.
Definitely a setback.
So like, as a girl though, what would be your advice? I guess growing on social media and posting content.
Consistency is everything. Like, you just gotta post a lot. Interaction too. Like, me personally, like, I grow the most when I go live, honestly. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Interacting with people, because I feel like people get a feel for who I really am, you know, and I guess they fuck with it, you know.
Yeah. Like on a TikTok, you can't really see how somebody really is, and it's just when you're live, you're live. You can't really fake nothing.
Like, it's raw. Yeah.
Exactly. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now I like lives too. I remember when I first started social media. I don't want to get into me too much, but my first ever time going live, I went live on YouNow. Do you know what YouNow is?
No, I never use YouNow.
Well, I went live for 8 hours.
Oh shit.
Straight. That was my whole that's how I started in the game. So I think going live is very powerful.
Yeah, interacting with people and letting them get to know you. I think so, yeah.
I mean, just entertaining too.
Yeah.
It's gotta be entertaining.
Yeah, true.
So you came to San Antonio. Then you took another road trip to Houston. And this is where I live.
Yep.
And the whole goal was for you to come out and explore Texas, have fun.
Mm-hmm. See what Houston's about.
Right, and it's a way bigger city than San Antonio. A lot more faster, a lot more people, a lot more cars.
Yeah, very lively city for sure.
Do you think you're gonna stay in New Mexico? Because you was like, it's high, it's a desert.
Nah, definitely not. I'm definitely trying to move eventually. Probably not anytime soon though. I was low-key considering like this year moving, but I think I'm gonna actually get my own place in New Mexico first.
To see what it's like moving out.
Yeah, being on my own. Cause you know, I wanna be with my people and then definitely eventually leave. Cause yeah, New Mexico, like, it really limits you. Like, you know, it's my hometown. I always have love for my city, yeah, but nah, like, it doesn't have anything going for it, you know, like, it's too small there. Not enough people, not enough going on.
Facts. I mean, I haven't been there. Jared's been there. How was New Mexico whenever you went?
I mean, it was cool, but
I mean, Jared, you know Jenna more than me. Like, I feel like this is why we all three of us around. So, like, what's some interesting things you found out about Jenna? Your first impression of her, because y'all really ones that
cool.
kicked it off.
She cool people. I said that so weird. She cool people. I'm not even gonna lie. She different. I'm not gonna lie.
So
but
what was your first impression when you met her?
This bitch crazy. She really pulled up. She really here.
Nah. I think that's dope. You know, it's different. It's not.
She's not normal. Flaky. You know what I'm saying? Down.
Yeah, that's cool right there. My first impression, honestly, I really don't even remember I mean, I thought she was cool. I didn't think of anything like was sus or anything was up like that. I mean,
I feel like he was like very welcoming right away. He was just like, come inside. I'm like, here's my bags. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't no weird energy in the beginning.
Yeah, it was cool. You're cool.
That's good.
It was cool, you know. But Jenna surprises me sometimes.
Why? What? I don't know. One thing you told me that you find interesting about Jenna is like how she plays Mortal Kombat.
I know, that was so interesting. Yo. She was like, let's play Mortal Kombat. And I was like, what? I was like, whoa, what? So we played Mortal Kombat, bro.
I love video games, yeah.
She's really good at Mortal Kombat. I don't know how, bro. I'm
a fucking G.
What else you be playing? GTA?
She do be having GTA.
I do play GTA now.
She do be having
2K now. I play PC though. Like, I have a whole setup and everything.
For real?
Yeah, I have a lot of games on there. I have a whole streaming setup, and
but she doesn't stream.
I mean, I do stream, but I haven't streamed in a while.
Damn.
What would you play if you stream?
A lot of people like to watch me play Fortnite.
Do you like Fortnite?
I'm not that good at it, and like, games aren't that fun when like you're always losing. So.
Not for real though.
I like Overwatch, Destiny.
Damn, you really be playing video games.
Yeah, I do like shooting games. I really do. The adrenaline, the rush. Yeah, I like Call of Duty too. But again, there's a lot of nerds and shit, so and I'm not that good yet, you know? So it's just like, it gets a little like...
I think you better than most girls though. I mean, at least I can go ask a girl name 5 video games. She probably won't be able to name 5 video games.
Yeah, no, like I really do like gaming, and I just kind of started recently though, like in this past year. That's like literally when I even got my Xbox and everything. Considering that I'm pretty new at it, you know, pretty good.
Bet. So what are your plans for the future as far as like social media? Do you want to start doing YouTube, or you want to take streaming serious, or do you have any other plans not doing anything with social media?
Honestly, the biggest biggest thing I got going for me right now is my OnlyFans, and I really want to expand that.
And you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we could talk about that.
I think OnlyFans is such an interesting platform because at the end of the day, like whenever I think of somebody as an OnlyFans or OnlyFans model, that's how I think about it. And to be able to say you're a model and be able to make money from it, I think that's a blessing.
Yeah, because, a lot of people think that they can just get an OnlyFans and it'll be easy. And it's honestly not that easy. Like, no, like it's not. And it's, I don't know.
How was it when you first started? Actually, a better question. How long you been doing it?
I've been doing it since I was 18. I'm 19 now. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. Going into like OnlyFans right away, like, like literally becoming an adult and then like getting right into the OnlyFans. I feel like it could be, I don't know, I have my battles with it. Like, I feel like certain ways about it because people knew me when I was a child. And then
but now you've grown up.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
So if you had to give like advice to somebody, like a girl, I mean, I'm assuming there's a lot of girls watching this. If you had to give advice to somebody who's barely starting out, because you said it was kind of hard in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, like, just do what you're comfortable with. Don't ever allow someone to make you like do something that you're not comfortable doing or pressure you to be someone you're not. Like, if that makes sense. Like, just stay true to yourself and don't let that shit get to your head because honestly, it can. It's a very different... And like also it affects the way other people look at you. And I feel like that's another thing that a lot of people don't talk about because, like, especially when you're young and you have like family and stuff, like it could be interesting.
Did they find out or did you tell them?
Some of my family actually does know. Yeah, I'm not secretive about it. At the end of the day, I'm grown. I'm paying my bills, so it doesn't really matter what I do. But people have their opinions about it. I know they do. Slut shame and shit.
I think it's only gonna get more normalized though.
Yeah, no, right? Like it's 2023.
Like obviously the people are gonna always have their say about it, but I think it's only getting more common.
Right.
Yeah.
And the more common it gets, the less it's gonna have a bad reputation, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I thought about this the other day, bro. The difference between somebody that messes around with a lot of people, like a porn star, is one films himself and gets paid and the other one does it for free. Yeah. Like that is a crazy way to think about it. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because a lot of people do it for free.
Exactly. And I'm just like,
no shame.
Bro, no, there's no shame. But like,
might as well get paid though.
But it's crazy to think that like some people will look at you different and they do the exact same things, but one films it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't know, that was like, I was like,
yeah.
I really thought about that, and I was like a really crazy paradigm shift. I'm like, bro, there's no difference. Like they both,
because a lot of girls do get shamed for that. You're doing it for free, but I'm making money. That's the difference.
So OnlyFans pays all your bills. Would you say that brings in like the most amount of money out of everything?
Yeah. Without a doubt. Yeah.
Can you give us like a range? How much you make? You ain't got to say the exact amount, just like a rough guesstimate.
Well, hey, honestly, if you had to say more than a job,
Oh yeah, no, I definitely.
Like what job would you say you make more than? Like a school teacher?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that sounds a good answer.
I do. Yeah.
Wait, did you ever think about going to college or anything?
Honestly, I'd have been so set on not going to college. Even when I was in high school, I remember saying, "Nah, I hate school. I love expanding my knowledge, but I just feel like paying to get an education is a big waste of time because you can always expand your knowledge other ways, like reading books and living. Like that's
experiences.
Like actual experiences. Because in school, a lot of the stuff that I learned, I didn't even obtain. Like that shit didn't teach me what I need to survive, like life did. So no, I never really thought about going to school. I mean, I still always can, and if I were to, I think I would go for like business or something that I can help me like do my own thing.
Bet. Well, I think we got to know you a little more. Hopefully y'all know Jenna a little more. I want to get into some deeper topics, maybe some stories. I know you got stories. You just said you like experiences and everything. So Jared, you know her better than me. Do you think she has any crazy stories that she's told you?
Yeah, she got a lot of crazy stories. I'm not gonna lie, she got a lot of crazy
Bring
stories.
up a topic.
Even since I just met him, like I'm always...
there's always something crazy happening there.
Happening.
I know.
Yeah.
She got stopped at the border one time.
Oh yeah, you be driving to Mexico. Tell me about that.
I did. Yeah, well, me and my
You a big girl to 19 driving to Mexico.
Most people would not drive that far, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
No, even the people there were like, you and your friend just came? Because it was literally just me and my other friend. Like, we're both really young girls, little. She's
Wait,
like...
you know Spanish?
Smaller than me, no, but my friend does.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
That's why we went. But yeah, that was my first time ever like leaving the country. So I was a little nervous, but I was in Albuquerque and I was just like walking downtown, and it's so boring in Albuquerque. So me and my friend are very spontaneous. I actually just met her and she was just looking at me and she was like, I'm bored as fuck. Let's go to Mexico. I was like, I'm so down. Let's go. And like a lot of people say they're down, but they're not actually down. And
Right.
I was like, no, like, let's go. So we literally packed our stuff, and I don't have a passport, but like we're good. I was good with the birth certificate and the ID. Yeah. So it's like freaking 4 a.m. at this point. Cause by the time we got everything together, oh my God, it was so hectic. Like I literally had to freaking take my other friend home and then go to my house to get my birth certificate and everything. My friend hit a coyote. It was crazy. She hit a coyote and everything. So it was a little, so by the time I ended up going to my house to get all my stuff, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm all rummaging through my mom's room because like my mom was the one who had my birth certificate, and she's all like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to Mexico, Mom.
What, did
I'm
she say
leaving.
anything?
She was like, what? But I don't think she was surprised because like,
Shit,
she knows
if
me.
if my kids was like trying to go to Mexico, I'm like,
Right.
damn, you trying to run from something? Like, where you going? You trying to leave the
Why are
country?
you
What did
going
you
to
do? What did you do?
Mexico? Nah, and then I literally sat down and I had to have a talk with her because she was worried. She was like, Mexico, and obviously like I'm a girl, and it was a very bold decision, but I was a little nervous, but I wasn't, because at the end of the day, I can handle my own, you know? But yeah, so I ended up going, and then
How long was the road trip?
it's 10 hours from where I'm from.
Okay.
So yeah, we drove there. Me and my friend, like, you know, five hours she drove, 5 hours I did.
Took a 10-hour drive to Mexico. Where were y'all going?
Puerto Peñasco. So we had to go through Arizona, and like that's where the border was, right from Arizona. And yeah, so we got there, and then I had marijuana on me.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know that was very illegal in Mexico, crossing the border. And I didn't know we were going to get stopped because they're very selective. But again, being young girls, I think that's why they stopped us, because it was,
Sus.
yeah.
You think like, damn, these young girls, they might be smuggling some drugs or something?
Who knows? Like just wanting to talk. I don't know.
Oh, just
you
to
just
talk to-
never,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
So yeah, we got pulled over, and the people there were like, "Do you guys have any drugs on you?" And I didn't want to lie, because lying could potentially, you know, get me into even more trouble. So I just was honest and told him that I had some weed on me in my bag. And he was talking in Spanish the whole time. Like, they don't speak English there. Like, it was all
Damn.
Spanish. So my friend was the only one having a conversation with them. And I was just kind of like there, like, what's going on? Like, talk to me. And yeah, she was like saying, oh, you're going to get arrested. We're getting arrested.
What
Like,
the
he was
fuck?
like saying that we were about to get arrested and everything. And then he started mentioning like what we do for a living, because he was like, I'm just doing my job, you know, because we were like freaking out, like, I'm not trying to get arrested, like, this is my first time, like, por favor, please, like, don't arrest me, like, I cannot get arrested right now in Mexico.
Damn.
But then he ended up being like, so he asked me like, what do I do for a living? And I was just like, you know, TikTok. Like, I'm TikTok famous. And then he was like, that's like the whole vibe kind of switched up when I said that. And he was like, let me see. So I pulled out my phone and was like showing him who I am and stuff. And then he was like kind of like intrigued with us. And then my friend brought up the fact that we have OnlyFans. And then he was like, oh, being a man.
He knew what it was?
Yes.
Damn.
He said, yeah, he was like, let me see. He wanted to see pictures from the OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
So I did what I had to do. And,
No way, Brad.
And we just showed him some pictures of me and my friend, because me and my friend collab on there. We make content together.
Uh-huh.
And we were showing him our content. And he had his happy ass, you know, being a man.
Damn.
But honestly, thank God for that, because after that, he was I subscribe.
What?
What?
Dude, I swear, he was like, I subscribe.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
man. He got our Instagrams and stuff. And then he was like, all right, I'll let y'all go this one time. Don't ever bring weed again. And I actually had a whole jar, and like my jar had spilled in my backpack, and like all he did was take the jar, but like the weed left over was still in there. And then I also had like a pre-roll that was still left in there. So I was like,
Damn.
yeah. But yeah, we got away. We were good. Thank God we didn't get arrested in Mexico.
Imagine.
Yo, that's crazy.
I want to know like what you've been through to like have the confidence to like do all that, because I feel like you gotta be very confident or happy with, like good with yourself to be able to go to Mexico with drugs and, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like now even going through that, it probably built your confidence up even more. So like what I guess what have you been through? Or
I've always like been the type to just live life on the edge, because life is so short, you know, and I don't want to have regrets when I die, when I'm facing death. I don't want to be thinking of all the things that I could have done, because again, life is too short. Like YOLO. I mean, yeah.
Damn.
That's how I see it. I'm all for experiences. I have to always be doing something interesting. I can't live the same life that everybody else lives. I don't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good mindset. I like that. Has there been any other times where you ran into the law, caught up, that you want to share?
Nothing too crazy, honestly. Nah, I'm not a troublemaker, you know. Right. And I mean,
you was just exploring, trying to go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Take a little vacation.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't realize that I had that on me until we were like already driving, and then I was like, shoot, should I throw it away? But that was like all my weed, so I was like, I think we'll be good. Hey, at least we were good, but now I know it was a learning lesson.
Experience.
Yeah.
Wait, so you went with your friend. Like, do you have like a big friend group, or are you kind of selective? Like, how does that go?
Very selective. I have a good 4 friends.
Yeah.
What makes someone a friend to you? So like,
it's hard to make friends with girls.
Since like you're selective.
I know, but earlier before we were talking about before we got on the podcast, I think a couple of days ago we were talking about this, how like for girls it's hard to make friends.
It is. I feel like it is hard to make stable connections with girls.
Why do you think
like
that
genuine
is? Or at least your experience?
Yeah, because a lot of girls are like envious, and for whatever reason they feel the need to like compete with one another, which is so odd to me, because at the end of the day, like we're all girls, you know, we all have the same struggles, well, at least most of us.
Right.
And you would think like that would bring girls together, but at the end of the day, like, no, I've had a lot of experiences with girls, just nastiness, envidiosa, like for no reason. Haters.
And
like,
is there like a common, like, I guess, competitive thing they have, or like a common thing, like they're always...
I feel like girls, for whatever reason, see other girls being either successful and, you know, get like intimidated by them and feel the need to like compete with that for whatever reason that is, you know. Mm-hmm. You would think that more girls would be empowering, and some are, but that's rare. Like, It's rare to find girls who like hype you up and are actually supportive, like genuinely, because there will actually be girls who pretend to be supportive to your face and then like have conversations about you behind your back. That, at least to me personally, that happens a lot. A lot of people like will be cool to my face, so I'm over here thinking like we're cool, but then are having conversations about me behind my back, and you know, people see other people doing good and they get jealous, you know. That's really unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Do you want to talk about the thing that happened with in the house and all those girls?
Yeah, we could talk about that. That's definitely
Oh my God.
That's definitely an experience that I had with hating girls who saw the type of person I was, and for whatever reason felt the need to bring me down. But yeah, I had taken a trip to Arizona. Mm-hmm. I got an Airbnb in Arizona. You know, I paid to be there. I paid my way. I pulled up on my own. You know, like I wasn't putting anybody out, but yeah, I actually went with my best friend's friends. Like those were her friends.
So like how many people total was there?
There were 5 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
so
then
it was like a girls' night vacation kind of thing?
Yeah, it was like a weekend.
Okay.
A whole weekend. But yeah, we were in Arizona. We're staying in Tempe.
I've heard of it.
It was Tempe.
Yeah, it's like really close to Phoenix.
Yeah. Like cusp of Phoenix and Tempe. Yeah, but again, like I paid to be there. You know, it was cool. We were celebrating my friend's 21st birthday. You know, 21st birthday.
Right,
like
21, you gotta get
21,
lit.
Yeah. But me and my friend were the only ones that weren't 21. That's kind of like the main thing in the story, because obviously we couldn't really participate in what they were participating in, you know. But like the first couple days were fine. Like I thought we were all getting along. I was talking to the girls, you know, getting to know them a little bit. But me personally, like I'm not a very open book at first. Like I got layers, you know. It takes a while to actually really know me.
Right.
But for a reason, like not everybody needs to know my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's valid.
I think that's good.
Yeah, like you don't have to tell your business to everybody. Like I said, I thought that mean all the girls were cool, you know? And me and my friend were out one night. We were doing our own thing because, again, they were all 21, so they were like celebrating their 21st birthday or whatever, doing the clubs on their own. And like, oh, this story, it's a long story.
We got time.
All right, but yeah, so me and my friend actually had met up with some guys there. They're really cool people. Like, shout out to those homies because they're really cool. And we were just chilling with them at their house. And my friend actually was sick. She had drank a little too much. And she was really sick. And I was like taking care of her and everything that night. So we were like at their house and I was taking care of her. And after she was like finally okay to go home, we were ready to go home. And the guys that we were with were willing to drive us. So there was two of them. And like one of the guys, we'll call him Chris. Chris was the one who drove my friend's car to like make sure that we got home safely and everything. His homie followed him so that he could like take him back in his car, whatever. Either way, like they got us home safely. So shout out to them. And one of the girls that was staying there had called us while we were still at their house. And that whole night, they were being super weird. Like when I had finished getting ready, I got a lot of dirty looks. What? Even though I looked so good. I looked very good. I had gotten ready, whatever. And even my best friend was hyping me up, saying like, oh, Jenna looks so cute. And all I got was dirty looks from those girls. So that's
they were older than you.
Yeah, a little bit. Not that much older.
I have a question. Do you think like older women hate on younger girls?
Yeah, but they weren't that much older. Like they're like a year older than me. I'm going to be the same age as them next year. Like, it wasn't that much of a difference.
So they were giving you dirty looks after you got ready?
That's when it all started. They started being very like, just different energy. I remember like before we parted ways, I told them like, be safe, because you guys are a group of girls, like be safe. And I didn't get a be safe back or anything. So I was like, that's okay though. But that's how I kind of was like, the energy was shifting. But I still didn't know, like whatever, that they were talking shit about me. That's when it started. I had gotten ready and they were all giving me dirty ass looks and like hyping all of the other girls up, which I didn't care. I'm like, whatever. I was hyping the other girls up too. So at the end of the day, the girl called us when we were at my friend's, the homie's house, and she was like, hey, are y'all good? And I was like, yeah, we're fine. We're about to head back to the Airbnb now, because my friend had just stopped getting sick and we were finally ready to go home, go to sleep, eat. She was like, oh, I'm just calling to let you know we have guys over. So I was like, cool. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, all right, bet, we'll be like right there, whatever. So we pull up with the guy that had drove us and then the homie in the back, whatever, driving his car. And right from the jump, we get out and they start coming for me. And they're
with
like,
the girls?
Yeah, well, one of them. And she starts coming and she was like, who are all these guys? Who's this here? And like, mind you though, they already had random guys over. So, and it's like at the end of the day, like, bitch, I paid for this Airbnb. Like, I didn't think anything of it. It was crazy. Yeah, she started like calling me the B word and blah, 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 blah. Like just fighting and all this tension. Yes. Very drunk. But yeah, so right when we pulled up, like she started screaming at me and I was like still thanking those guys for getting us home safely. And she was just like, bitch, like coming at me for no reason, being very disrespectful. And me personally, I'm not the type to fight. Like if you have a problem with me, we can sit down and talk about it. But like if you're going to be messy and ratchet, like I'm not going to participate in that. So I was even telling her like, girl, nobody's trying to fight you. Like I'm going to bed. Good night. As I'm like trying to de-escalate the situation, I'm walking up the stairs and she like pulls me. She literally pulled me down the stairs and all of those random ass guys that were there were holding her back. And I remember like turning around, trying to defend myself, like trying to kick her. Like it was crazy. But yeah, so I was like, oh hell no, like I'm getting out of this house because I just didn't want to be a part of that negative environment, So I'm like getting all my stuff, getting ready to leave. I guess all the girls ended up having a problem with me. They had all been having conversations about me behind my back that I didn't know about. Like I thought we were all cool, and little did I know that the whole time they were all worried about me, which is kind of sad because it wasn't even like I didn't even know them. Like
right, I was gonna say, your friend, did she like try to mediate or like what was her stance in that whole thing?
She was, again, she had just gotten sick.
Oh yeah.
So she was like, I felt bad for her. Like she was ready to go home and like go to bed.
And then she had to deal with all that.
Yeah.
So you were kind of the only one kind of like able to defend yourself.
Yes, literally. And I feel like I did handle it well. Like again, I wasn't being disrespectful back. Like even though she was being very disrespectful to me, I still was never being disrespectful back. I was being very like
mature.
Yeah, and also like keeping my tone, you know, like I was even telling her like, girl, what's going on? Like, talk to me, like, you know.
Let's solve it.
Yeah, exactly. But no, so as I was getting my stuff, I had to like lock the door because she was really trying to fight me. And I was like, girl, I'm not ready to fight yet. Like, I'm like, girl, I have my like outfit on and shit. Like, I'm not ready to fight. The fuck, I got my piercings in and stuff. Like, I wasn't ready for all this. But yeah, so I'm like locking my door, just trying to get all my stuff because at that point I was just like set on leaving, you know, which is unfortunate because I paid to be there. But like, and I didn't know where else to go. But I was just wanting to get out of that house. I had went to the room. They got in there. They got in the room and they locked the door on us. And they locked us in the room. They weren't letting us leave.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And like the whole time, like again, I was trying to stay calm and collected and like, you know, try to de-escalate stuff. And she was just like so persistent. Like I was even talking to her in a very calm tone and she kept being like, do you see how you're acting? Like, do you see how you're acting? Like, she was very evil, you could just see
the hatred.
Yes, the hatred, because I didn't do anything to her for her to be acting like this towards me. And me bringing guys over, like they didn't even come inside the house. Like that wasn't a big enough reason to be doing all that. Like to fight me, you know, it was just so whatever. We were just like going back and forth. And again, she locked us in the room. Like they were like all ganging up on me. Like there was a point where like all 5 of them were like talking shit about me, saying like, Jenna this, Jenna that. Oh, she's being weird. They started like bringing stuff up, saying that I was giving them dirty looks. It's like weird girl energy. Like that shit was not cute.
This is the shit that definitely teaches you some lessons and experience that you have for later on.
Yo, so what would you say you learned from this situation?
Wait, is it done yet?
No.
Oh my gosh, keep going.
I ended up finally escaping. I escaped.
How? What happened?
So there was this girl, like she was a pretty big girl, like she was tall. She was like 5'8", literally. And it was her and that other girl that was trying to fight me. I'm 5'2".
Okay.
Yeah. And the other girl that was trying to fight me, they were both standing in front of the door, like locked us in and everything. And they were telling me and my friend that like we're little girls and we're immature and like all this weird shit. It was just whatever. But yeah, so I ended up having to like literally, because I even asked politely multiple times. I was like, please move, like please step aside from the door. I'm trying to leave. Like you don't like me, that's fine. I'm leaving. So problem solved. Like you would think, right? Like what more do you want from me? I even apologized, even though I didn't need to, and I didn't even feel the need to explain myself either but I still apologized. I was genuinely like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Like I didn't know that, but now I do.
Trying to diffuse it.
Yeah.
And de-escalate.
Yeah, because I'm not a fighter. Like
yeah, you seem like a lover.
Yeah, like I'm a very peaceful. I just want to keep the peace. Like stress kills. Like
it really does.
It does. So like, there's no point.
I like that. Stress kills.
It does. But yeah, so I was apologizing and everything, and she still was. She thought I was like being a smart ass, and I was like, girl, no. Like I'm just, you know, being chill. And yeah, so I ended up asking politely multiple times to please let me leave, and she didn't move, so I shoved that big bitch out of the way. I pushed her out of the way. Like I felt like at that point it was like my fight or flight, you know. And I was like, if I need to freaking move you, I will. If you're not gonna move, you know, when I ask you to politely multiple times, I will move you. So I even had all my bags, like all my bags packed, ready to go, and I'm still like shoving her out of the way. So I finally get out of the room. That whole time that we were in the room talking, the main girl who had tried to fight me in the beginning, she was like telling me the whole time, oh, I want to swing on you so bad. Oh, I want to hit you. Oh, I want to like hit you. And I was like, whatever. So as I'm leaving, walking down the stairs, literally have my back turned to her, she pulled my hair, bro. She pulled my hair, and like I'm over here like on the floor, like with my hair being pulled, you know. Yeah. And obviously I couldn't even see her. Like I couldn't even fight back because she had my hair. Like that's not fighting. She kept saying that she was gonna swing on me, and then when she got the chance, she pulls my hair.
Yeah,
as my back is turned to her. So that was interesting.
And you got all your bags, so it was like at the worst time.
I have all my bags, dude. I felt like I was in an episode of Baddie South in this moment. Like it was crazy. Like there were so many people there. Like just like looking, those random guys that they had invited were
They were
like,
still there.
they were like, oh shit, like
Oh my god.
yeah, dude, it was
They had entertainment for the night.
nah, for real, because I just showed up and they were like, it was so hectic, so chaotic. I wish I could like replay that shit,
Watch it from third person.
yeah, dude, like I wish someone was recording that shit. But yeah, so she had my hair pulled down, and then my friend that was with me, she ended up getting out of the house. She had opened the door and she was outside, standing outside, and obviously like she had my hair pulled, so I was like behind her. I'm still trying to leave, and then those guys finally pulled her off me, and I literally looked at her and I was like, really, girl, you're gonna pull my hair? Like, come on. So I ended up trying to walk out the door, and all of the girls stand in front of the door, like to lock me inside. They separated me and my friend. So that was like a very scary moment for me, because I'm locked inside with all these crazy drunk girls trying to fight me, you know, like with all my bags and stuff. And even if I could fight good, I don't know, I've never been in a fight. But
you did 5v1
against me.
Like there's only so much you can do.
So I was kind of scared, and so at that point I was just like fighting for my life. Like,
wait, you fought him?
Well, no, I was just shoving them. I was just pushing them.
Oh my god!
Should have won the 1v5.
She's here to tell her story.
Y'all think I'm good at Mortal Kombat? But yeah, no.
So y'all had a shoving battle to get out.
Yeah.
Back to fight or flight.
Yes, I'm pushing everybody as much as I can out of the way, and I end up finally getting out of the door. Like I kind of like had blacked out, you know, I had so much adrenaline rushing through my head. I was just like, whatever. But yeah, I was like shoving them to get out of the way, and then I finally got out. I escaped. And I remember like the whole time I was in there, I was like, nah, I need to get out of this house. Like, please get me away from all these psycho ass bitches, because it was very intense. Those guys that we actually had just been hanging out with, we actually had called them to come pick us back up, because they were the only people that we knew in Arizona. Thank God they came, and they were there at the gate. So like the Airbnb had like a gate and a code and stuff to get in, and they were like on the other side of the gate, and I was like crazy. I was like, we were like banging on the gate like, let us out, please, like open the door. Like, please, like I don't want these girls, like I just wanted literally to escape.
Movie.
Dude,
Real.
it was like a movie. After it all happened and actually processing it, I was like, I cannot believe that just happened. I mean, but I can believe it, but like I can't believe it. And like, yeah, so, and me and her were like very shaken up, and they didn't even know what was going on. Like they were confused, you know. We're like crying. I was like so upset. I was like crying, and like my breath was shaking, and I was just like, please, like help us. And then they finally get the gate open, and we put all our bags and stuff in their car, and then my friend couldn't find her car key. So, and like we couldn't just leave. We were not going to leave her car there. Like my purse was in there. Yeah, like we were not going to leave her car there. So, but I did get in the car, and I locked the door, so I was safe and I was good, and I had escaped. So I was like, okay, I'm chilling now. And so my friend had to go back inside the house and like look for her key, and she ended up going in, and like the whole time I was listening to them like from the car, and they were just going on and on saying like, Jenna this, Jenna that, like just so like fixated on me, like for whatever reason, like they just had so much hate for me. It just baffled me, because I genuinely did not do anything to any of those girls, you know. That kind of broke my heart, because I don't know, it just is really sad seeing people like that. But
right. Things could have been good. Y'all were all celebrating, trying to have fun.
Like literally, I came to Arizona to have a good time. Like, you guys are wanting to fight. Like, come on. Like, how are you gonna pay for an Airbnb and then like be like that? But yeah, so she ended up finding her key finally, and we were leaving, and those girls tried to close the garage door on her car. But
they were definitely off the Henny.
Yo, what were they drinking?
What were they drinking?
I have no idea. I know that we had a bottle of 1800 tequila, but I mean, they were all clubbing, so I don't know.
They must have mixed.
We weren't with them, yeah. So, but yeah, and then we finally got away, and they were all screaming at my friend, telling her, oh, like, you're choosing Jenna over us. You've known us longer, and like, you're dead to me. Like, just crazy shit. Very crazy. But yeah, we ended up, thank God those guys, like, we stayed with them. They were very respectful people and like very cool people. I'm so like thankful for them, because
hell yeah. If they weren't there, what would y'all have done?
slept in the car probably, or get a hotel. Well, I'm not 21, so like.
Oh, you can't get a
I can't get a hotel.
You can still get a hotel. They got 18.
You gotta call around and.
Certain ones maybe. Yeah.
Still, she might have had to thug that out in the car.
I would have stayed in the car. I don't care. I just wanted to get out of that house. Like, it was just too chaotic, too much bad energy. I just wanted to remove myself. That was the main goal.
Damn. So what happened the next day?
Nothing.
You went home?
Yeah, we went home.
You never talked to them again?
Oh no, I never even did talk to them. Like,
or, so your friend like, no, sorry or nothing?
Nope. They didn't apologize. They didn't confront it. Nothing.
That is insane.
I'm sure they probably talked about us that whole night. Like, I'm sure we were the main topic. I mean, I already was the main topic, and I didn't even know.
All come out.
Yeah.
Damn. So what did you learn from that? Like, what advice would you have to anybody that goes into? I mean, we were literally talking about how hard it is to make girlfriends. So that's a perfect example of how hard it is. I
mean, and it's sad because at the end of the day, honestly, that just taught me trust issues. Mm-hmm. Like, I trusted those girls. I stayed in a house with them. I got an Airbnb with them. I went on a whole trip for them. For them to all do that to me, that was very scary. Like, that
right. Who knows what could happen? It ruined
my experience. Yeah. Like, who knows if I wasn't able to get out of the house, you know? And they're all trying to lock me in the house, like, drunk. So, honestly, no. But also, shout out to those guys, those random guys that were there. Mm-hmm. Because if they weren't there, they wouldn't have been able to pull her off of me or like hold whoever back. Like you know what I mean? They kind of split it up. Yeah, they definitely did.
Damn. Holy cow.
That is pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie.
That was crazy.
I remember after it all happened, me and Ed were talking about it and we were like, if JR was there, he would have been all recording. I wish, dude. Yo. I wish someone would have, bro, pulled out the phone.
First person like me pulling her off.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience. I mind my business. I've never been the problematic type. And like all my life, I've just had to freaking deal with people who are just so hateful towards me.
Nah, bro. Like a lot of people just like to hate on shit. Like they'll find the dumbest thing to hate on.
They do.
And like instead of finding the good, most people will find the just something to hate on. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Like instead of trying to find something good about somebody, why do
right? Like why can't we just uplift and be supportive? Like what you put out is what you get back at the end of the day. Like
it's true.
But I wonder if as humans, like we go to the negative because like that's really what humor is all about. Well, you really think about it.
Okay, so this is what I think. I think humans naturally focus on the negative or bad things because your brain is wired to survive. Yeah. So if something's bad, you gotta pay attention to that so you don't die.
But isn't it weird that we also find like negative things funny? Like that is really what humor is. Like somebody falls and they get hurt, we laugh at them. Like
yeah.
Like
I get what you're saying.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like a lot of comedy is negative.
But then it's a mindset thing.
There's even dark humor too. So
no, there is dark. Yeah, I'm not. But that's not even just talking about. That's just like everything that people find funny is some type of negative thing. Like somebody hurts them. So you see a video of somebody getting hurt, people laugh.
Yeah, like it's more common to think that negativity is like humorous. I see what you're saying.
No, but I think it is. Like name like one positive joke.
No, like I agree with you.
Name a positive joke.
Yeah, no, there always got to be somebody at the end of the joke.
Yeah, like I can't think of a positive joke that's gonna make me laugh. It's always something it's bad for somebody else or it's like some type of negativity.
Right. Offend somebody. Damn, that's true.
That is crazy.
I never really thought about it. I mean, yeah.
Damn, I wonder why we're wired like that.
Yeah, why?
Right?
That is a weird way to think like
humans,
that, but
I know. I need to figure out why. There has to be a reason.
Yeah. There probably is. Like people who study psychology know about that shit.
Yes, human nature.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Oh, you got some tattoos? I didn't even notice you got the one on your wrist.
Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have?
I have 6.
Can we do a tattoo tour real quick?
Yeah, I have this one. It's a Sacred Heart. And then I have this one. It's my dad's birthday. Passed away. So I'm like in remembrance of him. And then this is an L for my dad as well.
The rest we can't see.
I have a Playboy bunny right here. And then I have a heart right here and like just a little flower.
Bad. Relationships. You're single, right?
I am single.
Yes. You plan on staying single for the summer or?
Oh, yeah.
Forever?
I plan on staying single for as long as possible.
I'm sure you have some crazy stories about that as well. It seems like you've been through a lot in life and have a lot of experience. So you got a lot of data to...
Trauma. Yeah.
Yo. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's character development.
It really is. It really, like that will build you into somebody.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So...
Damn, I needed that.
Yeah.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie, this conversation made me feel a little better today.
It's good.
Yeah, but so
what are the 3 takeaways we should take away from this podcast? What should the audience
there's a lot of girls watching. If there's any advice you had to give to them,
what should they take away from the talks we just had, Jenna? The valuable lesson about rooming with random girls, going to Mexico. Tell us,
I feel like life is too short to be negative. Like at the end of the day, I feel like we just all need to work on really putting out more love, like be the light that this world needs, because I feel like that's what we lack, At the end of the day, I feel like we just all need to be better at putting more positivity into everything, like everything you do, because again, like I was saying, what you put out is what you get back, And I feel like, I don't know, if I really could reach a lot of people, that's one thing that I would say. Just be more positive, put out more good. People are so mean, people are so negative, so like I don't know, I hate it. I hate how mean people are, and it
like a big thing
heart.
why people become mean and everything is also ego.
Yeah,
so
again,
like
back to the
they get an ego of themselves,
competitiveness, and just
envy.
We're all
Envy,
like
yeah.
at the end of the day, like we're all equal. We're all human beings just trying to survive this crazy world. And I don't think I feel like a lot of people think that they're better than others because,
okay, for dumb reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people like to tell themselves whatever they want just to make themselves feel better,
We all have our trials that we go through. Just be nice, be kind. This world needs more kindness.
Yeah. Definitely does. I feel like I learned a lot about you just having this conversation. I only known you for like how many days? Like 2
days.
2 days, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit. No, but I don't want to say I look at you different, but like I have a new perspective of you, and I think you're very kind, and I think that's good. I think that's energy we need, and I think you do radiate positive energy.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can do some more trips and travel, and I mean, you seem down. We're down.
I love to see the world. I love experiences.
And I always want to do stuff with like other people, and I feel like you got the good energy, and we can travel and do a bunch of things. I haven't been to Mexico.
You need to come to Mexico.
Always saying you love Mexico. So maybe we got to do that. But yeah, I do want to find a group of friends, and we can travel, do a bunch of stuff. So hopefully we can keep hanging out with Jenna. She'll be on more content, TikToks, maybe another podcast, vlogs. I don't know. We got a lot of big things planned. I just met Jenna, but I think she's really cool.
I think you're cool too.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about Jenna in the comments. Maybe some YouTube video ideas, or she's actually just starting her YouTube channel. So if y'all want to go subscribe to that, what is it?
It's Jenna. Actually, let me check. Hold on. Please don't look at my videos. No.
Hey, how about this? It will be
linked. We can watch the development.
Yeah, I haven't posted in like literally years. So
I know she got one coming out soon though.
Yep. Jenna Lucero actually.
Jenna Lucero.
GennaLucero.
Jenna Lucero.
It will be in the description.
Bet. Well, y'all just got a little side of Jenna. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Go subscribe. Check her out on all her social medias. Thank you for taking your time. I believe we had a really good conversation. I think your positive energy just like radiates, and it just made me feel better.
Well, yeah. I love that thing. I'm glad.
Any last words, JR?
That's really it, guys.
Well, thank you for introducing me to Jenna. Y'all have a good one. Adios.
Bye.